Swagatam, Suswagatam. I welcome all the participants for our SPEC program who come from ONGC. And every morning here we meet between 7 and 8 to understand the total dimension of yoga. We first chant 18 verses selected from Bhagavad Gita. These represent one of the four main streams of yoga: Jnana Yoga, Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga. Jnana Yoga is the path of the intellect, path of analysis, just like modern science. Bhakti Yoga is the path of emotions, how to gain mastery over the emotion to reach the highest level of perfection. Karma Yoga is how to convert every action into a yoga. And Raj Yoga, which we chanted now, is the science to gain mastery over the mind, mastery using the willpower that we have. So, Krishna in this shloka tells that we all have that freedom, and we must use that freedom to gain mastery over the mind. So how to do that? He gives 8 limbs. You can see the schematic. The schematic we have shown that we have the first 5 limbs called the Bahiranga Yoga, next 3 limbs as the Antaranga Yoga. The total is called the Ashtanga Yoga. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara. The first 5 limbs. Then we have Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. The next 3 limbs called the Antaranga Yoga. The culmination of Ashtanga Yoga is Samadhi. Yama and Niyama are the foundations. A set of do's and don'ts. A set of ethics, we can say. Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigrahaha, Yamaha, we said. Similarly, Shaucha, Santosha, Tapas, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana, Niyamaha. But then we classify this entire ethics into 2 dimensions. One, what we should not do and what we should do. If you go on telling don't do this, don't do this, don't do these things, then the mind may become rebel, the children may become rebel. Therefore, you must channelize their energies, so you must tell what you have to do. Both these things are necessary. And the dimensions of what you should not do, called Yama, essentially deals with our dimensions of what are wrong things, the limited things, the smaller things, the selfish things, and the negative things, which are by Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. They are expressed as Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Parigraha, all these things. Similarly, what is to be done? That is to share, to help others, serve others, develop others, and purify ourselves, and become more and more energetic, more and more efficient every day, full of energy, vitality. All this is the good quality. So these are the foundations on which the whole system of yoga was built. Then we have asanas. You may have the following of the ethic, but still your mind may go out of the control. So you have the asanas, the specific postures to bring mind into the calmness and the peace and to gain mastery over the mind. We use the body as a tool to gain mastery over the mind. That is asanas, yogic postures. Asanas are just some physical exercises to burn up your calories. It may happen incidentally, but exercises are already there. Gymnasium you can go to burn up the calories. The role of asanas is to gain mastery over the mind. Yogaha, Chitta Vritti Nirodha, as Patanjali defined. Then we have pranayama. Use the breathing to gain mastery over the prana and thereby gain control over the mind. That is pranayama. In pratyahara, we use our senses, gain control over the senses and thereby gain control over the mind, called pratyahara. These are the 5 limbs. They are indirect ways by which you gain control over the mind. But then direct control over the mind. Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. But that Patanjali analyzes the mind. What are the various dimensions of mind? He says the grossest of the mind is called the chanchalata. When we are awake, the monkey mind, they are all familiar. Mind jumping from one to another, one to another, one to another, one subject to another. There are multiple thoughts, there are multiple subjects in which the mind jumps. So we have to control that. So we all are trying to develop concentration. What is concentration? There are multiple thoughts. All the thoughts are linked with one another. And you make a nice garland of the random flowers that are all set. So you connect every thought by a nice garland and it will make you meaning. That's called concentration. We all know the importance of concentration. Better the concentration, better the efficiency. Better the concentration, better the results. So we all develop concentration to first step towards mastery over the mind. And how to develop the concentration? We have a large number of techniques. So one is by the brutal force. You say that you have to concentrate, you have to put this thing. You put it into a regime and forceful putting of the mind in concentration. That is what often is used in our education system. But the Montessori system of education brought easier way of doing it. Learn while you play. So it tells the children, come, start playing. And they develop a number of different play articles. So children will love to come to the school. They don't want to go out of the school. I remember here, about 20 kilometers from here, there's a beautiful school that was started 25 years back. And one of the experts from England had come. He was totally dedicated to the Montessori system. And he started bringing the school, the children will come. Normally school starts at 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. But children will come at 6 o'clock, 6:30 itself. And he will involve them in various activities. And they were involved in cooking, they are doing in the house building, they are doing in the garden, and various types of games and others. They have developed special games to develop the memory, to develop the IQ, to develop the personality and various things. And children will not go by 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Our parents complain, children, you are not leaving them at 3 o'clock. He said, look at, we have closed the school, you can take them. But children, no, we want to be here, we want to be here. They will stay up to 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Why? It's such a joy. So learn while you play, learn in playing, you have so much of joy. This is another way of doing it. So, Patanjali understood this thing and said, if you bring the mind to things which it likes, then you can develop. Therefore he said, choose a Ishtadevata. Choose a god of your choice, goddess of your choice, or a role model of your choice. And therefore you keep that picture, you keep that murti, statue, and the mind will come into picture. Therefore, this is how the dimension of the things start coming up. From concentration, you will develop to the next step called dharana. In Chanchalata, you have multiple subjects, multiple thoughts. In Ekagrata, you have multiple thoughts, all linked with one another. You have a single subject. From multiple subjects, you come to single subject. The next step is to move from multiple thoughts to a single thought. That's called dharana. Fixing the mind on a single thought is called dharana. Deshabandha chittasya dharana, it is said. You have to fix the mind on a single thought. What is that single thought? You can choose any thought that you want. You can choose a pen, you can choose a flower, you can choose anything that you want. And you can choose a womb. Anything that you want you can do. But fix the mind on a single thought. What is the result of that? All the energy of your mind will get focused onto that single thought. This is normally done through initially Trataka. In Trataka you open your eyes and look at it without winking or blinking. Stare at it. And close the eyes and retain the picture. When you close your eyes, normally the picture comes into your eyes. This is called perception of vision. This is not dharana yet. The thought should come from your mind, from the memory store. So when we are going to see the Omkara in our dhyana, we should be able to remember that Om from your mind, from your memory store. You know. Initially the perception vision, when you look at the Om and close your eye, there will be the perception vision for about 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 8 seconds. Only after that, the real dharana starts. This has to be certainly understood. Then you get the dharana, fix the mind. And the focusing brings all the power to the mind. Just like you have a lens, you put that and put a paper, adjust the paper for the focus in the sunlight. What is going to happen? The paper is going to burn. Why? All the incident energy here is going to get focused on a very small point. This is called focusing. Similarly in the mind, when you focus the mind, the thought will become very powerful. It can go deep into your thinking system and can burn up all our negativities and others. So dharana is a very powerful process. So people in the army, shooters and the bow and the arrow people, what they do, they go on looking at it. First they have to train themselves to look at that point intensely. So in Mahabharata, we have the people said, Dronacharya was teaching the bow and the arrow, Dhanur Vidya was teaching. Periodically he used to have tests. So in one test, he got all the people, Kauravas and Pandavas, all of them have come, and one by one they come and they want to hit. And Dronacharya asked, what are you seeing there? Sir, what should I hit? He said, then you go back. You do not know what you have to hit, you have come here. Then he explains to everybody, I am going to have a parrot. You can see the parrot there. What you have to hit, not just the parrot, the eye of the parrot. Not just the eye of the parrot, the eyeball in the eye of the parrot. Not the eyeball of the parrot, the center of the pupil of the eyeball of the eye of the parrot. A small point, that you have to hit sitting here. Understood? Okay. Nobody could come forward. And Duryodhana came. And then, what are you seeing? Guruji, whatever you have told, I am seeing that eyeball of the parrot I am seeing. Can I hit? No, go back, you can't. Then comes the Bhima. Then he is a competitor to Duryodhana always. What are you seeing, Bhima? I am not only seeing the eyeball, I am seeing also the pupil in the eyeball. Can I hit? No, we go back. Dharmaraja comes, and what are you seeing, Dharmaraja? Still, I have not been able to see only that point which you have told. I am seeing the pupil, I am seeing the eyeball, and I am seeing the eye, I am seeing even the parrot. I need some more training, isn't it, Guruji? You are right. He goes back. Arjuna comes. And what are you seeing? You say there is a tree, I don't see the tree. You say there is a parrot, I don't see the parrot. You say there is the eye of the parrot, I don't see that. You people, nothing. Only that point I see. That is called dharana. Fixing the mind in a single thought. All other things should go away. So when you are looking at the Omkara, when you do the dhyana here, you should see only the picture of Om. Nothing else you must see. To help you, what you do, we do completely dark and you should be able to see that. So what the process is called focusing. Laser is an amplified focusing dimension. The two mirrors are there, the light gets transformed from one to another, becomes smaller and smaller. And all the energy goes into a smaller and smaller point, 1 square millimeter, 1/100th of a square meter, 1 nano square meter, and goes on. It becomes very small. And for all the energy will start becoming so intense, it can burn up things and it can bring nuclear fusion. And it can generate a lot of energy. That's called as a laser. Laser is light amplification by stimulated electron radiation. That's the dimension. So this is the power, this is the new dimension of the mind which we have to harness. In our entire education system we don't have this dharana. So we have to practice that. But you cannot do this focusing for a long time. Even if you do that for 1 minute, you start getting tremendous headache. So Patanjali says from dharana, you have to go to the next step called dhyana. What is dhyana? Dhyana is effortless dharana. You have brought the mind from multiple thoughts to single thought in dharana. But that thought is full of focus. Now you have to go to the next step called defocusing. And effortlessly you have to stay in that single thought. Therefore, that's called dhyana. Dhyana is that state of mind in which you have a single thought. But the mind is staying in that single thought effortlessly, second. And there is slowness that starts coming up. The number of thoughts are going to reduce in dhyana. And you have a single thought staying for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, staying in the single thought effortlessly. Therefore, this slowing down process that takes place in meditation, you have deep rest that gives to the system. So when you do the Omkara Dhyana, this is what you should do. When you do Avartan Dhyana, that consciously you give deep rest to the system. And giving deep rest to the system is the key essence of Dhyana, which most people forget. They don't know. They are ignorant about it. They think Dhyana is to focus the mind, concentrate the mind. Concentration is opposite of Dhyana. In concentration, you are going to speed up the mind. Why do you say that? Suppose he reads 10 pages an hour, whereas he reads 30 pages an hour. Both understand. Who has better concentration? Naturally, the person who reads 30 pages. What is happening there? The number of thoughts per minute is increasing. Sharpness and faster mind is the key feature of concentration. Whereas in dhyana, number of thoughts from 100 comes to 50, 10, 5 to 1. Tatra pratyaya ekatanata dhyanam, as Patanjali says, that you must stay in the single thought effortlessly. So the feature is there is a single thought, there is effortless, there is slowness, that key feature. But when you slow down the thought, what happens? You sleep. No sleep, sir. Fourth feature is called wakefulness. And you must be awake. When you are calming down the mind, silencing the mind, you must be having that wakefulness. And you start feeling elated, very, very happy. And the mind starts expanding. And this is the expansion. These are the 5 features of what you call dhyana or meditation in the true sense of Patanjali. Single thought, effortlessness, slowness, wakefulness, and expansiveness. In any state, if you have, then this is called as dhyana. And you can be sitting and doing that, or lying down and doing it, or in walking you can do it, or you can do some asana and you can be doing that. In any position, if you do that, it's called as dhyana. But what is normal, traditional understanding, you have to sit and meditate. You can do that. But in our dhyana, what we do? We are going to do the asanas. While doing the asana, you have single thought of awareness and bring about the dimension. So when these 4 features, 5 features are there, it's called as a state of mind called dhyana. So from dharana, you go to the dhyana. And the culmination of this dhyana is called samadhi. Samyak adhiyate iti samadhi. What happens? The mind merges and gets absorbed into that single thought. And you become one with that omkara. Normally in all our transactions there are 3 things. The seer, the seen and the process of seeing. You are taking food, you are there, the food is there and the eating is there. This is called triputi. In all our transactions there is the triputi, 3-fold process. The subject, object and the interaction. Even in meditation, in dhyana also, there is the meditator, the meditated object and the process of meditation. Triputi exists even in the meditation. And the 3 things merged together, it's called samadhi. You become one with that single thought, whatever thought you have chosen. Then what happens? As if you are lost, you become one with that. You forget about your body, about your mind, everything, and you become one with that thought. Therefore, Patanjali defines samadhi as tadeva arthamatra nirvasa swarupa shunyamiva samadhi. Swarupa shunya has the point. Like, as if you have lost yourself, you have become one with that thought. So this is called as samadhi. What is the result of that samadhi? It's endless amount of bliss, unparalleled bliss. You get it. How to get that? Patanjali says, even in your asana you can get it. How? By tuning your mind to that infinite, ananta samapatti. So asanas also have to be raised to level to get to the level of samadhi. How? Sthira, chira, sukha. You have to go right. And the results are fascinating. And it can bring wonderful results. We had one of the top CEOs who came to Arogidham. He had very high labile hypertension, blood pressure soaring high and low going there. Suddenly he will go to 260 and comes to 180. You are taking a lot of medicine and 4 years have passed. Day by day it is increasing, becoming more and more labile, going on. And the consultant was amazed how this is happening, not controlling. And all other things are okay, but blood pressure was so high in others. And they sent here to our Arogidham, to our Dr. Nagaratna, and he came here. When he came, it was going morning to evening, it was changing. If he takes more medicine, it will become less. If he takes less medicine, it will jump up. It was not coming. First day, second day, third day, he started doing all practices, not improvement. It's on the fifth day. He suddenly found in the night the blood pressure had become completely steady, 120 by 80. And our Dr. Padmini, who is in charge of that section, she said, got little strained, how this can happen? And she was a little afraid whether something bad has happened. Immediately he called our Dr. Nagaratna, she was in city. And Nagaratna said, please check up his heart and other things. She checked up everything. Everything was normal. Next morning, when Dr. Nagaratna came, she first talked to him. How did this happen? Last 4 days, we were trying all the best, but still it was not happening. How did this happen? Then he says, I am very clear how it happened. Yesterday in the bhajans it happened. When I was meditating, at the end of the bhajan, the Omkara, I was sitting and doing my meditation at the Om. And the Om came nearer, engulfed the whole body. And I became one with that Om. And I was not aware what was happening outside. I was fully enjoying that wonderful, blissful Omkara. And when I opened my eyes, all my people had gone. The prayer hall was empty. I looked at the clock, normally 6 to 6:30 the bhajan, it was already 7:55. Nagaratna said, probably you must have slept, isn't it? No, doctor, I was not sleeping, I was fully awake. But I was so happy, so blissful. This is called Samadhi, Samyak Adhiyate. And after that, completely stabilized his BP. And 2 weeks when we go back, his cardiologist was so surprised how it became. 5 years I am trying my best. You're the best cardiologist and hypertension expert in Hyderabad. And he said, how this happened? Then he explained. That is the power of Samadhi. Therefore, all these practices culminate in Samadhi. So you must get a glimpse of Samadhi. It's not difficult, you should get it. But how to do that? Allow your mind to settle down in that dimension. So let's contemplate on these thoughts. Sit straight with the eyes closed. Relax all parts of the body from toes to head. Beautiful smile on the face. Release all the stresses in your face. Keep the smile on the face. That the way to relax your cheek muscles. Take a deep breath and slowly breathe out. As you breathe in, the whole body gets energized and light. And when you breathe out, the whole body relaxes more and more. Look at the thoughts. Choose your Ishtadevata or any object that you want. A beautiful flower, a Omkara, or God or Goddess, or your role model, and start repeating the japa. Let us say Omkara japa. Repeat Om, Om, Om in the mind. Each time we repeat the Om in the mind, the whole body vibrates. There is a resonance in the body. Feel the divine vibrations of Om. You can open your eyes and stare at the Om. Beautiful Om. Without winking and blinking. It's called Prataka. And close the eyes. Remember the picture of Om. Keeping the picture of Om in the mind, go on repeating that Om continuously without a break. Feeling the vibrations of Om throughout the body. Om is that state from where all creation emerges. It is a state of infinite knowledge, infinite bliss, infinite freedom, infinite perfection. Each time we repeat, the vibration spreads throughout the body and spreads everywhere. Merging with the infinite silence, infinite akasha. Peace, state of bliss, Anandamaya kosha. Trupta sthiti, Ananda sthiti. Let's anchor ourselves to this base state of Ananda. To be happy all the time is our birthright, because Anandamaya kosha is our causal state. We are all born of that. Therefore, let us maintain Ananda in our inner layer of the mind. And let us perform all our actions today and spread the fragrance of that bliss and love to everyone. At the process of growth, from unreality to reality, from darkness to light, from mortality to immortality, and to spread sukha to everyone. Come to Namaskara Mudra.